Has your dreams been really, really crazy? Because mine have been super weird, crazy, all kinds of stuff. And I know so many people have really the gift of being able to dream, but when Neptune is in retrograde, it goes on hyperdrive and it just zooms all over the place. There are some things that we can do to kind of make it a little bit easier, but I will tell you there are some things that we really need to keep in mind that we should avoid doing as well. Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. I'm an intuitive psychic medium here in the Sugar Land area. That's just outside of Houston. So let's talk about Neptune in retrograde. Now, Neptune in retrograde is really not a bad thing. It's one of those that kind of gives us a chance. Retrogrades kind of get like a bad rap from a lot of people, but they're really not that bad. But we still have more time with Neptune in retrograde. And I will tell you, it's one of those, he's in retrograde for about 5 minutes, or about halfway through. So this is kind of one of those things to kind of keep in mind. Neptune is going to be affecting like your dream state, kind of like where do you want to go, your daydreams, your dreams at night, that sort of thing. I have had some doozies and I wake up and I'm like, what was I trying to tell myself? And it really is your psyche's way of kind of working through things. Now, it hyperdrives it during Neptune in retrograde. It's like, let's clear out everything from the last time I was in retrograde. Let's clear this all out and get it all going in the right direction. But there are some things to kind of keep in mind. Number one thing you should do is, if you already have dreams that are kind of crazy and you're kind of like, I'm not sure what they are all about, I will tell you, take a dream journal, and it doesn't take a lot. Literally grab a notebook before you go to sleep at night, like literally just put the date at the very top, and as the dreams come, like literally just like write a few notes. What did I feel? How did I look? Were there any colors? And I will tell you, kind of the best part is like literally looking at like, how did you feel about that? Because that's going to really tell you kind of like some indications of what your dream is trying to tell you or trying to confirm for you. Now, Neptune is also that planet where we kind of like want to veg out. We want to just, you know what I'm saying, like watch all the movies and all the shows, and we don't want to do anything. We just kind of like want to close the door and just kind of like, I don't want everybody else to be here. This is kind of not necessarily a bad thing, but doing it over and over again, that's where it can get bad. Because a lot of times, like, yes, it is great to kind of watch movie after movie and kind of just veg out in front of the TV. That can be a great thing. But I will tell you, it can be something where you're kind of avoiding things. And that is like the number one thing not to do in Neptune in retrograde is avoid things. Don't run away from things. Now, if you're doing it because I just want to chill out and relax, awesome, go for it. But if you're doing it to avoid something else, if you're doing it to kind of like, I want to go back to the way I felt last year, the year before, 50 years ago, or whatever it is, that's when it's not good. It's one of those because it's kind of keeping you stuck in that same energy that you were in way back then, and you've progressed since then. You've learned so many things since then, and you don't want to really go back 100%, especially during Neptune retrograde to that time frame. But one of the things that you should be doing is kind of really taking advantage of your spiritual growth, embracing kind of the positive energies around you. And I know there are a lot of other planets in retrograde as well. There's a lot of other energy going on. It doesn't mean that you can't do it, but this is a great time to really kind of think about like, what are your hopes, your dreams? Where do you want to go in life? Kind of like daydream about that, kind of daydream into the future of like, where do you want to be at? Where do you want to be at in all of this? Now, since I've been kind of really pushing of like, where do I want to be in my dreams? Where do I want to go in the future? What do I want to have come up for me? I have been seeing a lot of angel number 11, because that's all about the gateway into what's next and how to achieve that quickly and moving forward into it. Now, I will tell you, when you see the double 11s, it's one of those, it's really telling you, you've got to move forward. You have to be in action. You can't just sit back and be like, oh yeah, I don't have to worry about it. It's already coming. No. So when you see the number 11, double 11, triple 11, whatever it is, make sure that you're moving forward and kind of bringing in that creative side for you. Like, where do you want to end up? Where your thoughts want to take you into the future? Not like the past, but going into the future is going to be really amazing. Now, I will be doing, over the next couple of months, I'll be doing some more dream interpretation. So you'll have to find me on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube and kind of like find me somewhere else. Sorry, I'm not live on TikTok yet. I might be, you never know. But I will tell you, this is a great time to really kind of think about like, what is your dream telling you, and kind of like, what do you feel is part of your life path that you really have to go through, and what are the kind of things that you can just kind of move around. This is a great time to kind of think about your ambitions in life. Where do you choose to end up? And when you see the 11s, make sure you are in action. Go, go, go. Do not just kind of like, oh yeah, it's coming at me. No, 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 no. You've got to be in action. Be in action. It's awesome. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.